दो लफ्जों की है दिल की कहानी, या है मोहब्बत या है जवानी। ला 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 ला। Hello, namaste, and welcome to Eternal Asha, a tribute to Asha Bhosle ji, the legendary playback singer of Hindi cinema and many other languages also. And she's turned 90, and it's incredible that at 90, she's active, she's singing, and she's fit, and she's such a life lesson for all of us. She's such a lesson in terms of how to carry yourself, how to keep your energy high, how to keep your spirits high, how to stay fit, and how to be active, whatever the age. Over 70 years, she has been enthralling us with her music, with her ability to reinvent herself over so many decades in this very ruthless film industry. What a legend, what a singer, and what is that we can learn from Ashaji's life. I have kind of picked out three things that I think we can learn from Ashaji's life. And I call that as the IRR principle. It's not internal rate of return. It's called IRR principle. Essentially, I for identity. She grew up under the shadows of her legendary sister, Lata Mangeshkar, the Nightingale of India. And she carved out a niche for herself. And at the best of times, to be in the same space as Lataji for anybody is tough, but it's even more difficult if you happen to be her own sister and also as talented as Ashaji is, has been over the last so many decades. But it's not talent alone which has got her to where she has. It's her ability to establish her own identity under the shadows, away from the shadows of Lataji. Ashaji, classically trained. However, over a period of time, she was able to bring up her own kind of music, her own kind of expression to what the music directors expected from her. And that brings me to the next point, which is R, her ability to reinvent herself. One of the greatest examples of reinvention is the Asha Bhosle R.D. Burman combination, the kind of songs that they composed, the kind of songs that they came up with. And the great thing about Ashaji and Lataji was when they used to sing for a star, an actress, it sounded like the actress herself was singing that song, whether it was Meena Kumari or whether it was Rekha or Hema Malini. It sounded like the actress herself is singing the song. Katara Katara milti hai, Katara Katara jeene do. So it's almost like when you listen to this song, which is picturized on Rekha, it looks like as if Rekha herself is singing the song. It's that ability to reinvent themselves, not only in terms of the musical compositions and the times in which those music compositions were done, also in terms of your adaptation to the character, to the adaptation to the star, to the star's mannerisms, which was a great thing with these timeless playback singers like Kishore Kumar, Mohammad Rafi Saab, Lataji, and Ashaji. The third element is relevance. In an era where technology, artificial intelligence, and so many changes are happening around us, and so much of competition that's taking place around us is threatening our relevance every moment. How come Asha ji is still relevant? How come even when she sang for an Urmila Matondkar, it sounded like it was Urmila Matondkar who was singing that song? How come when she sang for a Rekha, it sounded like Rekha was singing that song? How has she been able to keep herself so contemporary and so relevant is something which is incredible. And I think that's a fantastic management lesson, whether you are just an individual, a common man leading your life, a family man, a part of a family, or you're a professional, or you are an entrepreneur. So let's remember IRR, the three key takeaways, what I think comes from Ashaji's life, and there are absolutely so many more, but I just thought I'll quickly kind of condense them into these three aspects. build your own identity, reinvent yourself constantly, and stay relevant. And when you reinvent yourself, you have a much better chance of staying relevant. And I think relevance is a pretty big question these days, and there is something to learn from Asha ji there. इस जिंदगी के दिन कितने कम हैं, थोड़ी है खुशियाँ और कितने गम हैं। जिंदगी के दिन कितने कम हैं, थोड़ी है खुशियाँ और कितने गम हैं। ला 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 ला। लग जा गले के रुत है सुहानी, या है मोहब्बत या है जवानी, दो लफ्जों की है दिल की कहानी, या है मोहब्बत या है जवानी. Thank you for being with me on this broadcast. It's gone simultaneously as a YouTube video as well as on my Spotify as a podcast on Spotify. And on Spotify, it is called as the Voice of Wisdom. So please do subscribe to my YouTube channel and please do also listen to my various podcasts. And I'll be back very soon with one more learning nugget. Till we meet again, God bless you and thank you very much. And do take good care of yourself.